Ever felt like you could do more with your mind? It's been suggested that we only use 10% of our brain's true potential. I'm Bryan Miles, and join me as we discover together what's possible in one day. Today's episode is all about ESP, or extrasensory perception as it's correctly known. Where do you draw the line between ESP and intuition? Or are they the same thing? I have with me here the 5 ESP symbols. Now these were created by Dr. J.B. Ryan from the Duke University, and they're used to test ESP. They consist of the circle, the cross, the wavy lines, the square, and the star. I'm thinking of one of these symbols, and I'm going to try and transmit that symbol to you now. Good. You should have a symbol in mind, and whichever symbol you're thinking of, stick with it. Later on in the show, I'll reveal which symbol I was thinking of. But for now, let's meet some people just like you. I'd like to do a little test with you, if that's okay, using these 5 ESP shapes. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to take them. I want you to look through them so that you can see them. I want you to take out one shape and then place it face down in your palm up right hand. Does that make sense? Your right hand. I won't look, you can do that. Have you done that?
Yep, done.
I want you to imagine it in the forefront of your mind.
Okay.
It's a square.
How did you know that? How did you know that?
Well, I could have just been guessing.
Wasn't true.
So let's do it again, okay? Take out a different symbol this time. Put it face down in your hand.
Got it.
You done? Okay, so again, just in the front of your mind, see that shape. It's the cross.
How is that possible, though? No, really, how is it possible?
I could just be guessing, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it one more time.
Okay. Got it.
You done? So again, just in the front of your mind, see that shape. The circle. Do you want to know how I do it? I'll tell you. It's very simple. I use this.
A table.
My psychic stone.
Is your power in there?
You don't believe me? Let's see if you can do it, okay? I'll show you. Okay. Take them. I'm thinking of one of those shapes, right? Now don't try and guess. I'm going to try and send it to you, okay?
Okay.
And when you receive it, I want you to take it out, face down, and put it in my hand, okay? But don't guess now. You're ready? Don't guess. Let me send it to you. Wait, just wait. I've sent it to you. Don't say anything. Just take out the one you think it is, put it face down in my hand.
Face down.
Face down. Yeah, face down in my hand. Right. This is the one?
I don't know.
Do you want to know the one I was trying to send you?
Yes.
Was the circle.
Oh my word, I see the square.
Yeah.
I did.
Do you know why you didn't get it right?
Why? Table.
Put that in your pocket. Put it in your pocket.
No, this is not right. No.
Okay, just give me a second. Let me just think of a different shape. Okay, hold on. Look at me. I'm going to send it to you now. Just wait. I've sent it to you now. Go through them. Don't second guess. Go through them. Take out the symbol you received from me now. Put it face down in my hand.
I don't think this is going to work.
This is the one? Do you want to know the one I was trying to send you?
Please.
There's a cross.
That is the cross. That is the cross. Oh my word. No.
Can I have my pebble back, please?
I've never seen something like this. You have powers in your people? Don't worry. I also want the people now.
I also want people. One day.
Comedians have the amazing ability to think quickly on their feet and adapt to the different audiences they perform for. They make the right decisions at the right time, and I think they work best under pressure. So, Marc, as a comedian, talk to me a bit about the importance of being able to read your audience as well as being able to think on your feet.
You're doing a one-man show. It's all about the dance between you and the audience.
Right.
And you've got to get that right.
I kind of think, from what you're saying now, that you might have kind of like a hidden sense, like an extra sense, in order to be able to do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Are you flirting with? Because I'm involved.
Sorry about that.
I think that every good comedian would have some kind of hidden sense.
Hidden sense. I think you might potentially have what's called ESP, and I'd like to just do a little warm-up test with you. Do you have any spare change on you?
I do, but I'd like it back. It's for the car guard.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
We can use these two will show up now, so you can keep those.
Okay.
Shane. I'm going to write something down here. I'll show you this. We're going to do 5 tests, and you're going to keep score. If you get the test correct, Mark, you'll just put a little tick next to the number. If you get it incorrect, you'll put a little cross. Okay?
Cool.
And the game is very, very simple. I'll take the coins and place them behind my back, and I will decide which coin I want to put in which hand. Let me just decide. I think I'm going to put it in, this hand. And I'm going to bring the coin out like this, and you just have to tell me which coin you think is in my hand. I think it was a 50 cent and a 2 rand. So Mark, tell me, which coin do you think is in my hand? The 50 cent or the 2 rand?
2 rand.
The 2 rand?
Yeah.
You are correct. Fantastic. Put a tick there. Beginner's luck. I don't know, Mark. Let's do it again. Okay, Mark, is it the 50 or the 2 rand?
The 2 rand.
The 2 rand again?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's the 50 cent this time, Mark. So, a cross, please. Let's do it a third time. Here we go. This time, Mark, the 2 rand or the 50 cent?
50.
The 50 cent. You're
Yeah.
absolutely sure? Oh, not so good.
It's just I'm not used to dealing with such small amounts of money. Carry on.
Round 4. The 2 rand.
2
or the 50?
rand.
The 2 rand. You're absolutely sure?
Yeah.
Oh, well done. Okay. Last one.
That's the 50 cent.
Oh, you were doing so well. So let's tally up your score there, Mark.
2 out of 5.
2 out of 5. That is, how's your maths? That's 40%?
Yes.
That's a little bit worse than guessing.
But if I was at school now, I would have passed because you need to get like 23%. or
That is
something
true,
to
that is true.
matriculate, so it would have been fine.
But, Mark, I did put you under immense pressure with the bell. If I was to really test your ESP, I have to do the real ESP test. And that, Mark, involves ESP cards. And I have envelopes here. They're empty and they're opaque. You cannot see through them. I want you to seal a card in each envelope and mix these up so that even you don't know which envelope contains which card.
Okay.
Now, give him a lacquer mix. Okay, good. Very good. And then just lay them out in a line here in front of me. You have no idea which envelope contains which symbol.
Absolutely not.
Okay. But I want you to play this like a game and imagine you do know.
Okay.
Right? So point to any envelope you like. Point to
Yeah.
one. This one, okay? I want you now to take your hand and just place it above the envelope and tell me which symbol you think it is.
It's the waves.
Okay. All right. Okay, we'll place that down there. Let's do the next one, point to one. This one.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me which symbol you think it is.
It's the cross.
Got to make sure it dries. Point to another one.
That's the star.
2 left here, point to one.
This one.
You want to go with this one? Again.
Circle.
And last one, no surprises.
Was there a rectangle or a square?
There is a square, yeah?
Then it has to be that.
Okay. All right, so let's get that rectangle and square. There we go. You took the symbols. You decided which ones you wanted to put in the envelopes.
Yeah.
You saw them, but then you mixed them up. You laid them out in a row, and then you decided which one to start with, and you got a sense and a feeling of it. Those are all the decisions that you made. Let's see how well you've done, Mark.
Okay.
So inside of this one, we have the cross. You said it was the cross, which is pretty good for a start. 1 out of 5 is what a lot of people get, right? The next one, let's have a look and see what it is the circle. You said you felt it was the circle.
Oh my word.
The next one was the square. You thought it was the square. Okay. The second last one was the wavy lines. You said it's the wavy lines. And of course, the last one, it comes as no surprise, Mark.
Star.
The star. You said the star.
No, it's weird.
You remember when we did the warm-up?
Yeah,
And let's be honest, you performed rather dismally, right?
yeah.
What if I told you you were actually spot on?
How's that?
Underneath that bell is a red envelope. Would you please remove it for me? Inside there is a target sheet, Mark. Please take it out. That is a target sheet, Mark. If you hold up your score sheet and my target sheet, you'll see that you are absolutely spot on, Mark. You know why? Because I think you work best under pressure.
Wow, I'm blown away.
Oh, and please don't forget to tip your cargo. Thanks.
Thank you very much. I don't know how that happened, but that really did happen. Every comedian's career is based on reading a situation when we get into the club, when we get into the theatre. It's just though that when I read a situation, I do it like normal people do. This is not normal.
As identical twins, I think that you guys might have a better chance at possessing ESP than ordinary people.
No.
Twins have a special sense of self-awareness and a distinct advantage of knowing what the other is thinking. Is it possible for me to connect a set of twins in a way that might even surprise them? Kim, Kay, as identical twins, I think that you guys might have a better chance at possessing ESP than ordinary people. And I've designed a sort of clinical controlled experiment here to test just that. All right. Now, in a moment, Kay, you're going to leave the room. You're going to go to an identical room like this.
Okay.
There are building blocks, a target area, a radio, but you will not be able to see us.
Okay.
Okay? The only way that I will be able to communicate with you is via the radio. Kim, you're going to be seated here. You'll be able to see your sister on the monitor, but she cannot see us. Okay?
Yeah.
So, Kay, I'm going to ask if you could go with one of our production crew, please. And Kim, if you could just take a seat here for me, please. So Kim, what you're going to be doing in a moment is you're going to be stacking building blocks into this target area over here, okay? They're going to be in a random order of your choice, and we can obviously see your sister, but she cannot see us. The only way we can communicate is via this radio.
Okay.
I'm just going to grab this here very quickly. Let's see. Okay, can you hear me? Fantastic. All right, I would like you to stack your first block for me in the target area. Okay, can you stack your first block? You can stack your second block, please. Okay, stack your second block for me, please.
No.
Stack your third block, please, Kim. Okay, you can stack your third block for me, please. Stack your fourth one, Kim. Okay, you can stack your fourth block for me, please. And your final one. And your final one for me, Kay, please.
I say holy weird.
She cannot see us. I can assure you. It's a wireless feed.
That's
She cannot.
extremely weird. I didn't think it would be like that. I thought there'd be one or two out. Wow.
It seems a bit unexplainable, right?
Definitely.
Kim, there actually is somebody who can explain this exactly how this took place. I'd like you to meet her. Can we just bring her in, please?
I can't believe it.
This isn't a live feed at all. This is actually a pre-recorded video that I did with your sister about an hour ago.
Okay.
Your sister wasn't copying you.
I
You
was copying.
were actually copying your sister.
But
This
how?
radio, it's not even on. It's not even on.
How was I copying her?
I can't believe we stuck to this.
I know. It's unbelievable.
Without Kim knowing, we recorded Kay stacking the blocks in a random order. When Kay exited the room, she simply remained outside in the passageway. The pre-recorded footage was then played in front of Kim. Without her knowing it, Kim was in reality copying her sister. In the end, they both connected with each other without even knowing it.
I figured there is some kind of connection between the two of us, but I didn't think it would be like that. We would do the exact same colors in the exact same order. That's a bit freaky.
We've always had the feeling that there was something, but now this proves that it definitely is there.
When I was in school, I studied where my classmates chose to sit in the classroom. Today I'm going to give a lesson in ESP and equality. Today, all of you are going to take a test. It's a test in ESP. How many of you are so shy that you find it difficult to even raise your hand in class? Can I have you at the back there, and you two come stand over here for me very quickly. Great. Because there's 5 of you, I have 5 numbers here. You just give them a mix like this. Just do this for me. Just mix them up quick as you can. Brilliant. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put them here on the chairs here. I also have these. These are called ESP cards. A circle, a cross, wavy lines, a square, a star. I also have some envelopes here. You cannot see through them. I'd like you to mix those up, and I'd like you to mix these up for me. Just mix all of them up. Will you hand one envelope to everybody, please, and keep one for yourself? And will you hand one symbol card to everybody and keep one for yourself? Great. I want you to take your card and just slip it into the envelope. I want you all to switch envelopes with one another. Good. Hold the envelope like this, sandwiched between your hands. Perfect. Please go and take a seat on any chair. Go and take a seat on any chair. You're all going to take a sneaky peek in your envelope and look and see which symbol you have. I want you to remember that symbol, but don't show anyone here. You should all have a symbol in mind, correct? Here's the fun part. I'll start with you. I want you to imagine that you can send that symbol to me and to everyone here. Okay? So I'd like you to do that now. Imagine you're sending it to everyone, and you guys see what you can pick up, okay? Good. Very good. I'm going to do the same with you. It's your turn. Imagine you can send your symbol out to all your friends. And let's go into the gentleman there. And the last gentleman. I want you to take out your card and show your class the symbol you were trying to send them. Show them. The circle. Just turn around and look on the board behind you. The wavy lines, look. The cross, just look behind you. The cross. What is it? The square and the star? The square. All stand up for me, please. At the beginning, the numbers were mixed up and placed on any chair. You mixed up the envelopes and the cards in any order. You then sat down on any chair you liked. Here's the real weird thing. Maybe at school, when it comes time to sit in the classroom, it's difficult to decide where to sit. But I think today, all of you knew exactly where to sit. Turn your number around for me, please, and hold up your card. Hold up your card. Will you hold up your card and turn around your number? Will you do the same? And you too as well on that end. And let's see if they got it right.
I
I tried my best to mix them up as messed up as possible.
We sat on the chairs. We had to try to tell what symbol we had to our friends.
Surprisingly, the children went and sat on the right seats. I was amazed, shocked. There's no word to describe it.
Welcome aboard. Thank you. There you go. This is going to be a day trip that you're never going to forget. Well, it's nearly the end of the day, and it's time for me to make one final stop. It's time for me to pick up my crew. They're expecting me, and they don't like it when I'm late. It's time for me to take my crew on a little day trip. Let's go. Single file, there we go. This way. Welcome aboard. There you go. This is going to be a day trip that you're never going to forget. But before we go, I have some symbols up here. I want you all just to look at these symbols for 3 seconds, and I want you to think of one of them. Good. Picture that symbol in your mind. It's time for us to go on a little drive. Drive, are we ready? Let's go. Some juice boxes there. There you go. There you go. Relax. Have fun.
Please, Brian, I must go to the toilet.
You need the toilet?
I need the toilet, please.
Okay, that's not a problem. All right, watch your step. Okay, now I've got you, I've got you. Perfect, go there. We're almost there. So what I have here are some sleep masks. Now, I'm also going to give you a little bell like this. Okay, don't ring them just yet. Pop your blindfolds on. In your mind, I want you to be focusing on your symbol. You also have a little bell, and in a moment you'll be ringing that little bell at your own call as well. So now it's time for us to continue the rest of our journey. At the start of the episode, I attempted to transmit an ESP symbol to you. Picture the one you received from me in your mind and play along. You'll notice that the bus driver has stopped exactly where you rang the bell. Raise your hand if you were visualizing the circle. Raise your hand if you were visualizing the cross. Raise your hand if you were visualizing the wavy lines. Raise your hand if you were visualizing the square. Raise your hand if you were visualizing the star. Slowly lift your blindfold.
Stars.
There's one final thing I've got to show you.
Which one?
I don't know what to say.
Everybody had their mind focused on a star, and here is the star.
Yo! Are you kidding me?
Oh my God. That was weird.
That's awesome.
I'll leave you now. I'll open a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc, and then it'll make sense in a few hours. Bryan Miles is not quite with us.